All right, so I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this DDG situation going on, and one thing we gotta admit is the fact that, of course, not every abuse victim lies, but some of them do. Not majority of the time, but some of them do. And from the evidence and all these streamers and stuff coming out talking about how she was the one who was abusing him.
Didi used to tell me she used to smack the shit out of him on the bed. He chilling, she smacking the shit out of him. Bow, he sitting on in his bed. Bow! I'm not finna let people think that my dog is some fucking abuser or some shit, bro. Nigga is not no fucking abuser. This nigga do not be putting his hands on women or trying to do that type of shit, bro. Didi used to tell me she is a mean person like that. Actually, bro, she be telling y'all. She tells you that she's not. She be saying, I know I look like a nice girl all the time and shit, but like, that's really my sister. I'm really like the crazy one. Like, I'm actually fucking. She be telling y'all. She be telling her own fans that I'm crazy. They don't give a fuck. They still gonna think she the most innocent, pure, best little girl, Little Mermaid.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person, but if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I've, you know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
I am nosy, number one. And number two, I like drama. I just don't like drama in my life, but I love watching it in other people's. So, I love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function, in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So, he's been out here with me majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week, I had a lighter week, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I got here last night and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And you guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Moo's the best daddy to him. But I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying, and I went to how this is called.
It's not looking good for Halle Bailey, okay? And all you women on her TikTok page trying to defend her and her Instagram, y'all need help. There's no other way to put this. Y'all need help because she's lying to you guys, and the evidence, I wouldn't even say the evidence, but almost context clues. Like, if you just genuinely think about it for a second, this lady has ties with Jay-Z and Beyonce, some of the most powerful people in the industry. She can get a temporary restraining order. Keep in mind, a temporary restraining order, not an actual restraining order. There's a difference between a temporary restraining order and an actual restraining order. Temporary restraining orders, you don't need that much evidence, especially within California. It's temporary. DDG physically can't even speak about this situation up until June. I don't know the specific date, but it's sometime in June when he can actually speak on this situation. And you females are just blindly believing this man. Well, not this man, but Halle Bailey. When, in all honesty, the clues have been there from the beginning. People got videos resurfacing of her talking about, oh, y'all think I'm nice and sweet on the internet and stuff. Like, she's not a mermaid. She's not a mermaid. You people are being delusional. You're being lied to. You're not using the soul, the critical thinking that God gives us. And I'm not even being funny. You people just genuinely aren't using it, because every piece of evidence, not even evidence, but context clues are showing, hold up, you not being completely honest. Because her story talking about how he chipped her tooth and by slamming her face into the steering wheel. Okay. Let's just imagine somebody slams my face into the steering wheel so hard that it chips my tooth. I don't think y'all get how hard it is to actually chip a tooth. I've ran full speed into my auntie's car before, like on the side of the car door as a child. Boom! Hit my lip right there. My tooth did not chip. It takes a lot to chip a tooth, and you are in a bunch of pain. I've had cousins and stuff. I've seen them chip their tooth. You are in pain if you actually chip a tooth. And not just that, but if somebody slams your face into the steering wheel, causing you to chip your tooth, you are going to have multiple bruises on your face. You just are. I'm sorry. You're gonna have multiple bruises and busted up lips and like a busted up lip and stuff on your face. Yeah, that's gonna be there. And guess what? In these images, it's not there. It's not. And it's devastating to me as a young black man, because I'm 17. One day I hope to be a father. And I see this man being in his child's life. And a lot of people in the black community are not doing that. There are people even in this situation joking about how he just needs to have another kid. And see, that's how we ended up in this situation in the first place. But that's a discussion for another day. But this man actually wants to be in his kid's life. And y'all support and y'all blindly following this lady who's trying to take him out of his own child's life. That is evil. Like, that's why I'm recording this video face to face, so you can actually see my face. Because this is a conversation that needs to be had face to face. It is. Because this is unacceptable, especially from people within the black community. Y'all not helping. Y'all doing damage. Generational damage. This is the main reason why a lot of kids, like a lot of people my age, they don't want to be fathers, because they already had this preconceived notion of y'all, and y'all not helping this case. Y'all have not looked at anything on DDG side. Y'all only looked at Haley's side. And guess what? At first, I was on Haley's side when I first saw the news. When I looked on my phone, I was like, dang, DDG, why did you do this? And then I started piecing two to two together, because I used to be really into MMA. Like, I used to be getting up in the morning doing 500 push-ups and stuff at 13. Like, I wanted to be the next Mike Tyson. I was in love with MMA and boxing. So I've been in this sport. I've been into this sport for 500 years. So I know what a man can actually inflict onto a woman. Have you seen what a UFC female fighter can do to a grown man? I'm gonna put a picture up here so y'all can actually see that. Haley face don't look like that. DDG did boxing before. Trust me, if he beat her, oh, she would have had way more evidence than them two little pictures she posted. Now, is it possible that maybe he did it? It absolutely is. But y'all are jumping to the gun, and we don't even have anything from his side yet. And according to the people who can actually speak on the situation right now, because he can't, because this heifer wanted to put a temporary restraining order on him while she's leaving, so you can't come get Halo. Like, this is some evil, conniving stuff. Basically, she did this so Halo can't go see DDG, because she was finna go off for 2 months. But you're not getting your son. You're not getting your son. That's what's going through her head right now. And it reminds me of a clip where she got caught saying, I'm territorial. I'll fight for mine. Like, I don't like other people having what's mine. Like, there's clips of her saying this. Y'all got this lady in 4K. Not 4K, 8K, 16K, 24K. Count your timetables. The highest number you can go, that's what they got her in. Full HD. My nigga. Full HD. And y'all still want to defend this lady. Like, y'all generally got other people's word of her saying she used to beat on him, and now they showing clips of DDG with scratches on his arm. And you know what's funny? That bruise on her arm, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of women, y'all bruise easily. Y'all do. So if a boxer, somebody who used to be a boxer, grabs you and slams you, you gonna have more evidence than just, man, y'all see this right here, this little light bruise? Y'all are really fatherless. And see, I tried to have patience with this situation at first because I can understand. A lot of women have been through abuse allegations. Not abuse allegations, but they've been in abusive relationships. I have classmates. I view this girl as if she's almost my cousin, almost, because I just got so comfortable around her and that friend group because it was just seven of us in that class, and she was in an abusive relationship at some point. So I do have sympathy, and I understand where women who've been in abusive relationships are coming from. But y'all can't jump the gun like this every time. Tory Lanez is a good example. Like, y'all can't keep doing this. That's not right. And if it comes out that she's lying, we need to throw a riot or something to have a law where if you get caught lying on somebody else's name, however much time they were going to get, you finna get the same. But I want that, but at the same time, I understand why it's not a law, because let's say somebody's very good at faking the fact that they're innocent, and this person did do generational, like you see this a lot with serial killers, where they'll get off with crimes that they should have very easily been caught for, and people try to point it out, but they just don't get caught. That has happened. Like that happened with Jeffrey Dahmer, where not Jeffrey Dahmer, but some other serial killer. They got pulled over and they almost got him, but they just let him go. That happens. That happens sometimes. So I understand why the judicial system can't do certain things like that. But at some point, we may have to start doing stuff like this if the evidence is like truly overwhelming that he did not do this. And another thing that told me the fact that she was lying was how she worded it in that document, where she was saying she didn't trust DDG to be around Halo, why he's that angry. Like, she's describing as if he's abused him before, like he's abused Halo before. That wording right there threw me off for a second. I was like, hold up, you're not being completely honest, because that's something you add into like just social, like it's something not right with the way that she worded that. Like, you trying to make it seem like as if he's evil. Like, it's kind of like when somebody's writing an essay and it seems staged, almost like I don't know how to describe it, but there's probably somebody who's gonna see this video. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not right. I'm a 17-year-old. I'm mature enough to look at my sister, and I know I love my sister, and it's that love that I someday want to be in the future, be able to have a child and show them that love, but even greater. And there's another black man who's out there who's doing the same thing, but he's getting screwed over by this lady that y'all are just blindly defending. There's videotape evidence of this lady talking about how she's not so sweet and innocent behind cameras, and y'all still want to believe her. That's like somebody telling you, "Oh yeah, I lie and cheat," and then allegations come up that making it seem like they lie and cheat, and you can't put two and two together. Then she's with Disney. So Illuminati brought this up, and I don't know, it may seem like conspiracy nonsense, but that's a great point. I don't trust nobody in Disney after these Diddy allegations, all these years of people, of all these young actors and stuff coming out with just trauma, man. Just they've seen some things with these pedophiles. And she grew up around Jay-Z and Beyonce. the people at the top, like all the way up here, they up here. And y'all think it's that hard for her to get a restraining order? Do you know how much money and power that they have? That's not right. That is despicable. I'm disappointed in society. And it's not. I don't think a lot of women get this. We're not picking sides. If there's solid evidence that DDG actually did this, we would immediately take back everything that we said. We really would. But just the context clues, all these other people's words that are alleging that she actually is the abusive one, and then you getting to see her admit that, showing signs that she may actually be abusive. And then you actually get to see this man DDG on stream for like 17 hours, and you get to see the type of person and man that he is. And then we get to see the type of person that she is behind closed doors, from her admitting it on her Instagram live, calling herself not so nice behind closed doors. That's not a good look. And y'all still believe in her. Stop it. Us as a society, we've done dumb things like this before with these allegations, and we blindly believe these women. And how many more times does another man have to get their life, their livelihood, their reputation dragged through the mud for y'all to realize to stop doing this? That's not right at all. Then y'all wonder why this generation look the way it do. Y'all wonder. Y'all part of the problem. Y'all spread this type of y'all ain't. That's the main reason why at first I was in comment section trying to have actual conversation with people. I'm gonna put the screenshot up right here. I was actually trying to have a conversation with people. Then all of a sudden, they started accusing me of supporting a physical abuser. My nigga, I ain't never say that. Y'all just putting words in my mouth. Y'all don't know how to read. Y'all just get emotional and then you just start accusing stuff of people. And I feel like that's the main reason why a lot of these men now are that emotional. Because growing up, they had to get emotional back with these women because they would just do ignorant stuff to them. Me, myself, I remember this vividly. It was not ninth. I'm tripping. I was like 9, 8 years old, right? I was playing tag with this one girl. And I accidentally pulled on her hair like while I'm trying to check. Like it was an accident. Like my hand got caught in her hair when I went to tag her, right? And I accidentally I accidentally pulled on her hair because we're running, and when you're running, you're jumping, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like it was an accident. Do you know this girl cousin tried to fight me? Then since they see her on the ground crying, like not crying, but obviously like in discomfort, her friends come over there. Keep in mind, I'm like 3rd, 2nd grade. And if you remember how old you were and like how tall you were back then, you would know girls are actually way bigger than boys at that age. So to me, it almost was like getting surrounded by a group of niggas. And I was just scared. I'm not joking. Like, you know that one. I'm gonna just put the picture up there. That one meme of that white girl behind and all them black dudes behind her. Yeah, that was me in 3rd grade with all of these girls surrounding me because they finna try and jump me. So obviously, when they started pushing me, I started defending myself. I started pulling on their hair because I'm multiple years younger than them. I'm finna graduate now. Most of them kids are probably already done with college. That's how much older they were than me. But you want to know what happened? Guess what happened? Some other boy saw what was going on, and he thought I was just pulling random girls' hair, being messy, even though they were obviously surrounding me, being the aggressors, all up in my face, yelling and spitting in my face, being the aggressor. He went and told the teacher, and I got in trouble for that. And that was just the day I just stopped talking to females in general. Because I got back in the car, and then that's when my mama explained to me, like, at this age, like, you can't even play with girls no more. Because y'all do this emotional crap, and then the older ones, y'all enable it. Y'all can't enable this. Y'all can't. Because it gets worse as they age, and that's how we're in this situation right now. And it's messing up our society. It's these little things like this that contribute to things getting worse and worse. Why you think these YNs so emotional? Huh? Y'all ever thought about that? There's a reason why. Y'all part of the reason. Society is part of the reason. Y'all enable this. This TikTok stuff, every time somebody says, I ain't reading all that, y'all don't know how to actually have a conversation, a voicing each other's opinions, trying to see where the other person is coming from. Y'all don't even know what a conversation is. All y'all hear is, oh, they're disagreeing with me, so it's an argument. That's not what that is. Y'all grew up in the wrong household. I myself, I grew up with both parents. I realized I was actually blessed to see that I have both of my parents. Because that taught me at a young age that a relationship takes communication. Most of you people don't know how to communicate. That's why most of you people aren't married. You're not. And I learned that about people, because there was this one girl, I was like 12. It was last year. She didn't know how to communicate. She didn't. This girl was just literally threatening to hit me. At some point, it just got so bad, like, I just stopped talking to her. Like, why am I talking to you? Because you're threatening to slap me. I'm not putting up with that. No. But hey, y'all do this to y'all own society. Y'all need to stop this, bro. A lot of y'all need to pick up a Bible or just go out, just make friends. Just learn to talk to people, learn to have conversations, and learn to disagree and agree. And disagreeing and agreeing ain't yelling at the other person trying to get your point across. It's actually shutting up and listening to what the other person has to say, then thinking about what they said, and then, hey, this is my two-piece on it. Like, that's what a conversation is. Y'all don't know what that is. Stop it. All right. Hey, I just wanted to make this video because I just had this on my soul. And it's just something I experienced growing up. And it's sad to me to see this man wants to be in his kid's life and he not able to do that. And that stings to my heart, because I want to be a family guy when I get older. That hurts to see that. And some people may say it's parasocial. No, you can have sympathy for a person. Y'all let this online stuff get to y'all head, and y'all don't know how to think for yourself. You can have sympathy for another person. You can see somebody online get their hand cut off and then be like, dang, that must hurt. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. No, now it's just seen as parasocial. Like, why you care that much? Get a job. Like, this little short form content y'all watch, stop doing it, because it's just messing up y'all brain. I'm so dead serious. I sent evidence in the TikTok of like one of the dudes like explaining everything that he saw Hallie doing, and somebody in the comment section told me, "Oh, TikTok ain't a viable source of evidence." I don't think you get it. I'm not sending the TikTok itself as an evidence. I'm sending the dude who just so happens to to find a clip on TikTok of him explaining how Haley is behind doors. Y'all weird, man. Y'all weird. But hey, I just wanted to do this video because as a kid, I always felt like God wanted me to do something, and it had to do with speaking to people, just putting my soul out there. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through, I know it's a long video. I don't even have a script. I don't have a script. I just got home from my little senior graduation party, and I just decided to make this video. And thank you all so much for listening. I don't know how many views this is gonna get. May get a lot, may not get that much. It's up to God if He wants to put me in that spotlight if I'm ready. I may not be ready. I may be ready. I don't know. But thank you for listening.